Alright guys, welcome back to ICG. X here. We're taking a look at the perks and initial breakdown for what I think of Mr. John here. So John is just a big hulking brute of a man, and he's not the most fun guy to meet down a dark corner. So looking at his perks, we have Dying Retaliation. Heavy attacks are performed faster when health is low. Parry inflicts a stronger hit reaction. You gained increased XP for killing enemy players. So being able to hit things faster when your health is low is beneficial, but also walking around at low health is just asking for some Robin off in a corner to be surprise with an arrow. Next we have Warcry. While your ability is active, you deal more damage to guards and have increased damage resistance against state guard attacks. I can see that. I also can tell you that the few games I've played so far, guards have not really been a huge issue for me. They don't like getting hammers to the skull. Surging Smash. Sprint attacks deal increased damage in all scenarios, but cost more stamina to perform when the ability is not active. Sprint attack is going to be your bread and butter for getting out of a tight situation. There was a game I was playing earlier where I rounded and found a Marion and a Took sitting side by side that met the wrong end of my hammer after a sprint attack, and they did not get back up. So being able to do even more damage with a sprint is going to be huge. Charging Assault. Upon ability activation, sprint speed is increased and the overall duration is longer. Your ability, which I'll show you here in a little bit, is huge for getting out of ugly situations. You run into a pack of guards, you're at the end winching things out, and the entire enemy team shows up. Your ability dispatches with them pretty readily, and being able to do that longer is going to be awesome. In second tier, we have Stable Tank. Increased overall health pool, while blocking incoming attacks deplete less stamina. That's going to be my go-to for quite a while on this perk tier. Sticky Explosive. Gear can be thrown further and stick to surfaces. That's all well and good if you can hit the surface you're looking for. Amplified Explosives. Increase gear capacity and increase damage radius. Again, if you're good with explosives and you can hit them where you want, you get more of them. They hit hard, they hit a bigger area. But that's not my style, so I'm going to probably pass on this. If I were to ever take off Stable Tank, it would be for Cargo Carrier. Carrying the chest is faster but emits more noise, so you're going to want to have a guard around you to make sure the palace guards don't come and stab you in the throat. Additional gold is spilled when the chest is dropped. Rapid winching the chest is faster, but capture points are claimed at a slower rate. Rapid winching the chest being faster is probably the biggest part here. When you get to the end of the game and you're sitting there winching the chest out, and you're watching that bar tick up, 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 and you know that sheriff is somewhere right around the corner and the entire enemy team's half a block away waiting to stomp a mud hole in you, you're going to want to get that thing out of there faster. Tier 3 perks. Enraged Infusion. Light attacks deal more damage, but assassinating players or guards fill the ability meter slower. When you're playing this in PvP, have you seen this guy? His assassinations, while the animations are hilarious, he's not going to be getting many assassinations off anyway, so just being able to deal more damage with light attacks there's no trade-off there. Relentless Strength. Ability meter fills when an enemy projectile deals damage to you. Gain additional ability meter when you parry an enemy projectile. No ability meter is gained for blocking projectiles. I don't know what the ratio of that's going to be, but if it's a good amount, that could be enough to tick you over the edge, give you your buff, and then you turn around and whatever shooting arrows at you now has a glowing blue freight train coming at it. Rampaging Onslaught. More ability meter is gained for killing and assassinating enemy players than guards. The ability meter resets upon death. So if you're up against a group that is very heavy PvP, or the PvP mode that they've hinted at is coming to us later, this is going to be huge because you're going to get that ultimate ability. Initial thoughts on the job: this thing is so much fun to play. It's so much different than any other job in the game. You know, everyone else is all sneaky, hide in the corner, shoot everything with arrows, where you come sprinting in and just smack something with a hammer and they crumple in half. A cool part with that jumping attack, or just his heavy attack in general, is you can see that shockwave that comes off. I gotta get some stamina back. You can see the shockwave that's coming off of that. Even if you miss your target, if they're within that shockwave, they're going to stagger for a minute, and then you can just follow up and just destroy them with a hammer to the head. This job's a lot of fun. It's also high risk, high reward, because you have to be out in the middle of things for any benefit to come from it. So be prepared to die or be a huge target if you're playing as John. We're going to be getting into some more games here later and seeing what all else we can find out about this. Let us know what you think, and be looking for more videos from us about Hood, Outlaws, and Legends.